Hello YouTube, J Thomas 1310. Thanks for joining me yet again on another motovlog. Just out enjoying a nice cool afternoon out in the R3. Been an absolute beaut afternoon. It was supposed to have been raining this weekend, but it held off. It's the only bit of a spurt that I got out to ride on, but it's great. It's just nice and cool. It's not actually cold. It's, you know, not looking like it's going to be raining anytime soon. Just a bit of an overcast day and absolutely beautiful. But I thought I would actually touch on something that I've been asked a few questions, a few messages is coming in about some of the music that I use on the videos. So a lot of my first music that I was using before I knew too much of what I was doing with all publishers' tools and whatnot was just all the free YouTube stuff. A lot of it you didn't have to add royalties or any details. A couple I did put the name of it on there, went and looked it up, so I got to ask them what the song was called. Main song which I used, which sounded a bit more like music. I know a couple of people didn't like the sound of the music I used, which I was actually using just to mask up some terrible noises that the camera was making with the first GoPro I had before swapping it for warranty. So it was terrible music, and tried to find something that I best could for free without having run into copyright issues. But the main things that I had found and I used for my 2015 compilation video, I'll put the link up here for it, so if you want to check that out if you haven't already. It's some music from NCS, which is also on YouTube. It's no copyright sounds, so they have a heap of music that always gets loaded daily from people who are actually just trying to just share their music out there, or try and get some exposure and hopefully build into something bigger. It's got a lot of great music. I actually get a fair bit from there and actually just use for my own personal listening as well. But I know it's a big fave for a lot of people. I notice one of my favourite ones I listen on there is Alan Walker, and then just recently, was walking through shopping centres, I've heard the song Faded, which is a remix that he does, come on, and it's a real strange thing for my music taste to actually have music that comes on at shopping centres or is deemed popular music. So it was really strange to hear. So I thought it's a very select audience, but it isn't. It's getting there. So and that's all copyright free, so you can monetize your videos with it. I don't know if they've ever had issues further down the track where if they've been gotten somewhere with all their music or not, and coming back. So that's the only other thing. If you find an artist out there that you can always ask a few, can I pinch a song? There's been a few bands that are subscribers as well. Just I've mentioned to them, it'd be great, might be able to do a compilation and throw one of their musics in to a video, give them exposure as well. But people have had things like that happen, and the next thing, that song is now on an album and is now copyright protected, and then it gets all registered with YouTube, and then they pick it up that it's theirs and they can steal the monetization. All fair and all in the first off, but to be able to get your monetization, you'd have to show that you had an agreement from them prior that you can do it without royalties and whatnot. But from reviews before I actually started using it all, they didn't actually really have much mentioning any of that, so it looks like it's pretty good. I think they all know, if it's been on there and you've got the link to a video for it, then you've got rights to the song, as long as you show all the song details. That's the only thing you got to do for no copyright sounds. And I know another one, proximity, that's what you got to do as well. So it's even if you don't have to do it, I tend to like to put a little thing in the description of the video just so people know what the song is. There's been lots of videos that I've seen over the years, you know, man, I love that song and I wanted to get it, but you know, you just had to hope that someone in the comments has mentioned what the song is, because it's usually not in the description. So that's where I've usually found out song names, by finding that out. So it's but I do enjoy NCS. It's great music. But yeah, most of my music is the YouTube stuff. Yeah, but in saying that, you know, some of those songs that were on only YouTube, you know, have gotten out there and become big too. So at least if you've used it off YouTube, then you should never run into any copyright issues, as they are aware that it was used when you were allowed to use it. So that would be your agreement. But yeah, proximity is not bad. There's a lot of songs on there that for some reason you can't actually use still, and I don't understand the full thing of it. It depends on in the song title or the video title, it'll have different little letters and things letting you know what type of copyright it is, but the quality of the music on proximity isn't as good as NCS. NCS actually sounds a lot like more, I don't know if it's harsh, but I'd say real music, not just, you know, just a few sample loops from a cheap ass music editor that everyone thinks they're a DJ by doing. You know, I've had fun with that shit in the past, but you know, it's not generally music that's going to, you know, grab a large audience or have a lot of people have some taste in. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check out NCS. Suggest any other ones that you may know. If you do any of that stuff, feel free to comment or message me. So, be glad to check it out, you know, as well, and you know, maybe even do some videos with a few different ones, and you know, do a bit of a review on using them all. So it's been a pretty good ride, but getting stuck behind some slow traffic now is a bit annoying. But sure beats going the other way where they're doing some road work. We've been stopped there, you know, 4 lanes down to just the 2 at the moment, and you're on the wrong side of the road using their second lane normally, so not very fun to sit in. So thanks for joining me out on my ride. I'm gonna be burning off home very soon, so stay safe out there and keep the rubber side down.